Welcome to the Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Today I'm going to talk about the latest example of the real system. When I love to use the word system, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the actual system. I'm talking about your daddy. I'm talking about Billy Joe's Colonial system has once again screwed over the Jamaican people. We'd have heard that, Iron Man was ordered to pay the appeal, legal expenses of Barabas and his co-defendants. So I can't take on it seriously. People are celebrating, these low IQ sheep are celebrating that the government have to go pay. Government now the money, and the taxpayer go pay that. You think Sir Andrew Holness and Mark Golden go pay feet out of them bank account? But you can't be that slow. People are celebrating taxpayers' money, having to go to the man who tampered with his own jewelry. I'm going to talk about it. In case you're new to the platform, first time tuning in, I'm the little YouTuber. Them call me Sir P. The little YouTuber, you would see by now, they wait for my videos to drop, then drop a response, making a bag of noise. Acting like them a challenge, but there is no challenge here. Check the scoreboard. They know they have no real chance of stopping the PIA juggernaut, but them realize every time them put Sir P this and shout them and tell them some video drop. Tell them some scrap stick on the ground they need to feed off right now. You might be wondering, I've heard all about you and I can't believe you're still here and I can't believe this. See, you're probably confused, right? When in the history of Jamaica have you ever seen so many people from the entertainment fraternity who claim to them a star, claim to them are the biggest and the biggest that sit down and talk about a YouTuber so much? You've never seen that. So you're new to the platform and you're confused. You want to walk on. Well, if this is your first introduction, you're in for a hell of an introduction. Go back to the channel and check out the old video then. See them know say the letters SIRP will get them numbers. I see it as my responsibility to feed these vultures, because as grotesque as they are, as hideous as they are, even vultures have to eat in an ecosystem. I understand this new person to the platform, as I say, welcome once again. And even the old time, long time supporters them, friend and foe alike. I understand this. You want to keep asking me, why them? The facts that you ask show me say enough people still have a level of understanding. Get this, water cannot be popular in a room full of fire. Water cannot be popular in a room full of fire. Water cannot be popular in a room full of fire. The reason why you see the Freak, Sprat and Genty, Jezebel and all these people are so popular and beloved by the masses is because they operate on the same frequency, stand for the same thing. My real fan base is underground. Them have to deny me like how Peter deny him general. You could ask them, say, oh, yo, I'm not listening to them boy, they no dog. And then as I go him, then put them and speak under them ears. So you have to do it, especially in a bad man place. Everybody hate the look of YouTube and nobody not tune in, but the numbers say otherwise. Welcome to the platform, new guy, new girl. Explain something to you. 10,000 sheep can't change a light bulb, even if they wanted to. We're still on the same mission, The people who them put up to resist. So far the resistance has been futile because 10,000 sheep can't change a light bulb. Do you know why? Even if they wanted to, you know why 10,000 sheep can't change a light bulb? Because sheep can't do nothing but group up and make noise. They are incapable of changing a light bulb. A simple task. A simple task, but not for sheep. That's who they're sending to stand in the way of the PIA movement. Somebody who them general, them God, them shepherd described as nothing more than sheep. These same sheep are celebrating the government, quote unquote, the government having to pay legal fees to Barabas. No wonder them say them easy to lead. Even Barabas knows same fan base nonsense. Wanna forget? Don't worry, I'm gonna play the clip coming from his own mouth. And me say so. The government now pay a dime. But these silly sheep don't even know. So when time the quote-unquote government pay out this and pay out that, what it really means is the taxpayer paying it. Then again, how much a Barabas sheep even know about tax paying? Well, let me not say that because enough of them, most ardent supporters, them are big corporate people and all them. Enough of them, some of them speak so well. So, right across the board. Right, I'm telling you already, say, right, same people them when you say put on them suit and tie Sunday morning, Saturday morning. Right, Monday and Tuesday, a daddy devil them I say. If in the church, get in the spirit. Right, are the same people them. So, some of them might know what tax mean. But the Jamaican taxpayer fund this bill mere numbers as high as 20 million. 20 million? Only tell me every day say Jamaica now the resources and Jamaica now the money. And the time they can't find this and they can't find that. Now they have to go find 20 million because them daddy order it. Their daddy. Them real daddy, the real system. Alright. The crowd that celebrate getting them own pockets swiped, you know. People are slower than a Belgian Malinois. Even the brown dog them run up and down on the road in the Iron Man. Them indestructible dog they call mongrel, aka the Jamaican shepherd. Them the dog they have more sense than some of these people. The crowd, this is why I never want to be in with the crowd. Because the crowd is foolish. Check the scoreboard, check history. Anytime the crowd have to do nothing, this is what happens when a society is run on vibes and what's cool and what's trendy, and people have no interest in logic or critical thinking. Think me forget? Me forget all the mockery I've seen the last 5-10 years? Because when you can't look on something, decipher it and then ask basic questions, or you make people with big title telling you something and you just nod your head and gone. No part of your brain activate. Just like when time monkeypox drop and I say, well on, how come 97% of the people who have it are sprats that don't add up? What type of illness is, what kind of virus is this for us? Just so happen to affect base sprats. Something right. All of a sudden the media stopped talking about monkeypox. Monkeypox is cancelled. It was the biggest thing, now it's no longer a thing. Big C was the biggest thing in the whole world. The media say you can't do this. All of a sudden Big C gets stopped talking about. No, it's like whatever. Remember in time when you used to go up on plane? This is how I know so the crowd now in a sense. Remember when time the experts them telling us say you can go up on a plane and you have to put on a mask when you go through the airport and when you go up on the plane. But when you go up on the plane and a time to eat, you can take off the mask, right, and eat and then put on back the mask. So before you go up on the plane, when you just go up on the plane, right, the boogeyman Big C, rah rah rah, I'm gonna get you, right, is out to get you. And then when they go up on the plane and a time to eat, Big C say because it is an understanding and caring virus, it is a rational virus that says, oh, you want to eat? Oh, I understand. I will give you a half an hour break where I won't infect you or nobody else. And you people saw this and nod your head and go along with it and the thing, how that makes sense. Me can't take out the mask to eat. I'm not now going but when so if I see them things that go down, I know so the masses and the crowd now understand. So when I see the masses and the crowd that jump up with certain things, I'm like, true to form. True to form. The system, you don't know what the system is. Bunch of drunkards on street corner talking like there's some kind of high-level intellectuals. Cut it out. You don't know what the system is. Ask them what's the system, they'll tell you say one police constable is the system. They will tell you say one sergeant, let me tell you say, ask them who run the system, they tell you say Portia Simpson Miller or Andrew Owenless or the police commissioner are the head of the system. People don't know what the system is, they just use words. What is the system is the real question. They can only tell you the names of the people who they can see and touch. Let me tell you say, a Haitian hombre of the system, or I run the system, they will tell you say, let me tell you say Peter Bunting and them and they run because them have big title and them have this and that. Let me tell you say the governor general is the head of the system. Oh, laughable. What is the system? That's the real question. And who run it? When you have a system in place, even when the personnel change, Whatever the system govern stays the same. This is why Jamaica can change MP, change Prime Minister, change Police Commissioner, and the results is what? Because the inherent system is the same. So that means that whoever run the system can be the people who we are see. Because no matter how much of them going, they're not change. Who is the system and who run it? Make sure so you have a cup of tea ready, you know. Make sure you have no water. Make sure say if you start cook already, make sure say fire turn down, you know. Vulture squad, make sure you tune in, you know. Because I know so you have scraps to dig up. You know much Vulture squad pitney go school from them scavenging from PID content. I can drop a video on a Gen Z Jezebel and get the same amount of people tuning in. I don't have to talk about your favorite artist. That's a fact. Can Vulture Squad say the same? The person changes, but the basic construct remains the same. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Liverpool, United, Arsenal. These are very successful systems, not team, but system, because even when the team change, they still stand strong. Even if they don't win, they will be there or thereabouts. Leicester City does not have a system and a machine like Liverpool. So even though Leicester City did win the title that year, it was an anomaly. They got relegated with the them just get promoted back. Barcelona and Real Madrid is a system so effective that even when time the biggest baller them left, them can still win. Last year Barcelona won La Liga. This year Real Madrid are going to win it. All when the big baller them left, you know why? Because an effective system have what? It recruits well. The system remains the same and the system recruits well. They recruit personnel to help them win. Come on, we're asking the question, who watches the system? And who works for the system? Vybz Barabas is an agent of the system, just like majority of your favorite entertainers, yard and abroad. You know, hit the dislike button yet. This is the way I know you're not thinking people. I know you're great entertainers. Nobody now vibes like Jamaicans. Caribbean people are the funniest. Is funniest a word I don't know because I can't spell. Can barely read. But them are the funniest people in the whole world. Nobody now vibes when it comes on to the reasoning side and the critical thinking and the great thinkers. All of a sudden, tumbleweed blowing by. Few and far between. A million entertainers and a few great thinkers. Call a spade here. 60 years, and in 2024, they said, I'm going to try to change this law in 60 years, and they want him a big lawyer. PJ Patterson was big shot lawyer, and how long PJ in that power? Record holder. And after him come out of politics, he want to tell man about change law and change this and change that. Why you never do it yourself? That's because PJ Patterson was never head of the system. Just like the rest, he's just a game player. There's a difference between a game player and a game changer. What we just saw a while ago can be applied to everything from politics, to economics, to academics, to sports, to even YouTube. Some people are game players and some people are game changers. The PIA movement was a game changer. That's why them sick to them stomach and vomit up and down. That's why a man who you sit on TV who let tell us him a bad man and him one of the most. That's why you saw he got so humble and his voice got so soft. He was up against game changers. That's why from the lawyer guy to the artist guy to all kind of guys on TV do interview world tour. And Sirpy. They're up against game changers. I am not your favorite YouTuber. Vulture Squad are nothing more than game players. We're game changers over here, so. Big up who forget big up and this up who forget this up. People them who know. So me rate them, they know that for a reason. Your favorite leaders are game players. Once in a generation, few people come along and change the system or at least attempt to change it. I talk about the real system. Not the one you talk about. You don't even know what the system is. Ask yourself this question. Can you spend how much money go at UWI and you spend how much money go to big course at Winnipeg? only to come out with some cookie cutter off the shelf level of thinking. Ask yourself this question. Why would the system be against someone who 90% of their content is about endorsing blacks, killing blacks? This is self-genocide. Why would the system be against somebody who 90% of their content is about bigging up and endorsing and supporting people who 99% of their victims are other Negroes on the plantation? Klansman and one order and the gunman over here, so who are these gunmen killing? Are they killing Billy Joe? Are they killing people in... Who them a kill? Why would the system be against that? 90% of quote-unquote badman dancehall and badman artists. Who them a talk about in them song? Who dead and who come back and then kill back boy? Who them a talk about? Why would the system be against that? That's why I know you're not thinking, people. That's why indentured servants turn up in your country and outshine and outperform you. How do you lose on home turf? It's more embarrassing when Manchester United losing at Old Trafford. When Liverpool lose at Anfield, it's worse. You lose on your home turf. Maybe because the only thing you're good at is entertainment. I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Maybe. Why would the system be against the badman artists? Are you saying the system wants less black on black violence? Because that's what it would want if it's against the people who endorse badness and we endorse. Why would the system be against that? Genius. How much money you spend for your degree? 2-3 million? Alright, so now use it and answer that basic question. Why would the system be against the people who say badness and we endorse? What badness leads to? The extermination of the people. Which people? People in Guzungung province? People in Japan? Is it the Korean people? Which people? Why would the system be against that? Sometimes when you turn out the TikTok on the social media for your idea and just sitting and making the brain reset. Are you saying the system wants less Uncle Demons and Daddy Devil? You say the system hates black people and the system hate this and hate that, but you're then saying the system is against the people who endorse the annihilation of said black people? Clearly logic is not your strong point. Clearly. The actual system can never fight against the quote-unquote badman artists or dancehall in its current form. Because all it leads to is death, destruction and degeneracy. People are so ridiculous. They're saying the system, this is how I know they don't know what the system is. The system envy dancehall artists because they buy one chain. Through them see the diamond, the system. The actual system own the diamond mine in Africa where the diamond they come from. Why would the system be against dancehall artists buying things and consuming when that is exactly what the system would want? Why would the system be against more consumers when the system are producers? Why would the system fight against dancehall artists for buying Bima when a them own the Bima dealership and a them own Bima itself? And a them own the Benz and a them own everything. You think they don't want money? You think they're like, oh, we don't want no more sales? That is illogical. That is exactly what the system love, more consumers. They can't envy your diamond chain. They own the diamond mines where the diamond come out of. Even when your favorite dancehall or hip hop artist say them a sell product, what are most of those products? We can talk about it now. It's usually something like alcohol. Like how Puffy them did that push the Chirac and Ras them as a push the Bellier. Remember Barabas and quoted them, right, with street vibes. Are you saying the system want people to drink less alcohol? People don't even make sense. You're saying the system, the quote-unquote system wants more sober black people. That's what you're saying. This is ridiculous. These people are not creating or innovating nothing worth talking about. They're not finding no cure for cancer, or coming out with a phone when they need charging, or coming out with a way to generate electricity. They're not creating nothing worth talking about. It's frivolous nonsense. clothes and boot and them sitting there. Liquor. What we call system is personal beef. A man and one police sergeant who has to follow it, and the police sergeant decides, alright, anyway me see him, watch me and him. That is not the system at work. That's some personal petty nonsense, and that we call system. Are you really saying the system wants the masses to be less impulsive buyers? Doesn't even make sense. But of course we know sense is not valued, right, in our society. You think radio ban for song is proof that system is radio? That's ridiculous. When was the last time you seen anybody sing or listen to radio? Banning a song off radio is like banning me in Pakistan. We're gonna stop the YouTuber. We're gonna stop the Politricks watch movement. We're gonna ban him in Pakistan. Tumbleweeds rolling by. Porno is a form of entertainment. You don't sit up and see them on TVJ. It's not banned. The same way porn no ban. It's the same reason why dance on the ban. You know which path to go get it. Free and open. Acting like that means the system. That's not no system. You don't know what the system is. So we're talking about the real system. And the system's puppet, Barabas, the main one. Check this out, guy. Every artist have a corporate deal. When in the history of humanity has corporate world ever sponsored and supported anything that's an enemy of the machine? Let me ask the question again. When in the history of humanity has the corporate world ever supported, publicly supported, when I talk about the man taking money and doing it, I mean publicly throw the brand behind something where the system or the machine is fighting again. Every artist I can think about, most of them have some kind of corporate deal. Even Puss in Boots have deal, you know. Mr. Puss in Boots. Campari have deal with Puss in Boots, you know. That shows you how desperate these people are. That they withdraw for somebody who sell 100 copies of an album to try to push something. That's how much they are not against the dancehall artists. That they withdraw for the one who only sell 100 copy. Right? 100 copy of an album. Right, push it. The corporate world, corporate Jamaica has been supporting dancehall from day one. Cut the crap, ain't no system fighting against nothing. Cause the people who actually own this and own that, and the actual system, the actual machine, sees the dancehall artists as a tool to further whatever agenda them have. Whether it's pushing death, destruction, or selling whatever bullcrap them have. Right, with them claims that taste like this and I will kill you off in 15 years. Celebrities are the #1 puppets of the machine. Whether you're big time Hollywood celebs them or the favorite artists them. The actual system realize the power and influence that them have. That's why so much of them get recruited. Not all, because in everything there's anomalies. There's always some anomalies. There's always some exception, but the exception don't make the rule. Generally, people are puppets of the system because of their ability to influence and lead the masses without force. Keyword this up, without force. Force. Them not have to kill you, them not have to threaten you. Them just tell you say it nice and you jump on it. That is the power of a celebrity. Something where it costs $2,000 today, when them sing about it tomorrow, the price go up to $10,000. You think the system can see people that have so much power and not tap into it? The late great Garnet Silk, one of the greatest losses Jamaica has ever had. When Garnet Silk dead, it set Jamaica back. That's how great Garnet Silk was and could have been. And see his true potential. And some of the other artists them will drop out if them still about Minos Ironman are different, because they would have been here to combat some of this nonsense, you know. Garnet Silk said, music is the rod and we are Moses. Barabas said, them easy to lead. I am the shepherd and them are sheep. Check this out.
So why did you say a cake soup then? You say a cake soup just for the fun night?
Yeah, because I know people are going to buy into it. Remember, you know, people are like sheep, you know, and I am the shepherd, you know. They're easy to lead. And then they're easy to lead. It's so easy, it's like, it's hilarious. Mm-hmm. because we say cakes up. Everybody take it up. Oh, cakes up, this cakes up now. Every day upon Watagon, Vybz started on cakes up.
Yeah.
Every day upon all of the video program.
When
Vybz
you think
started on
about
cakes up.
it,
So when me just do now, you see the cakes up. It's more fame, more money for Vybz cartel. And it's like, them not see what I want, because me telling you what me I do now, and them read it, them still are going to be who them is the next day. When we do something, them are going to buy into it again. Yeah. And the concept are going to go over and over and over again, because that is what people are.
I want to understand what I'm going to say now. Garnet Silk and Barabas are both acknowledging the power of the entertainer and the power of music. But one of them is using Moses and the rod, right? And he's talking about leading people. And he's saying we have to be positive because we have the rod. Remember, say I lead with the rod. And since we lead with the rod, we need to make sure we lead the people in the right way. Barabas, being the demon freak sprat that he is, being the agent he is, he's saying, right, he might lead to me now, but who he might lead? The sheep. What he might lead them for though? Read between the lines. He said these people can't have sense. Me tell them so cake soap. When we get light skin. And cake soap start sell like crazy. And people start rubbing cake soap too. Music is the rod, and we are Moses. Rest in peace, Garnet Silk. Music is the rod, and we are Moses. Me already telling about the Pied Piper. When artist was saying in form of a dead, me I show you that the system, this is all by design. Out of nowhere, artists take it upon themselves to just decide to say in form of a dead. Jamaica is a country where the community, the village used to raise the child and the village used to look out for itself. All of a sudden, them start telling you say in form of a dead. Anybody who give the information, so all of a sudden, yo, me don't want to be an informer in a dog. They mean looking out for your neighbor. Scornful. And the DJ puppet them do that. Don't tell me nothing on my ears, scholar guy, but music can't influence. The first time you heard in form of the dead is a song you hear that, you know. In order to destroy the community, you need people to not look out for each other. And how do people not look out for each other? By not, quote unquote, informing. Lock your eye and lock your mouth. Jamaica used to be all about the village. Check the scoreboard. Check the murder scoreboard. In the 1950s and 60s, Jamaica had a lower murder rate than the developed nations. Them only say we must try be like now. Jamaica used to have double-digit murder rates with over 1 million people in the country who could have barely read and I walk to school barefoot. DJ boy start telling about inform of dead. All of a sudden you don't want to see nothing. You see your neighbor house broken and you see your neighbor get taken if you go get jar in a bush and get raped by now. Nothing for say because inform of dead. They made informing scornful. Who made them say that? Where it come from? The system. You're saying the system want more cases solved? You're saying the system want Jamaicans to look out for each other? You don't even make sense. But you don't care about sense. Clearly making sense is not important to you, is it? Are you saying the system? Are you saying the system want Jamaicans to look out for each other? I'm telling you these are puppets of the system. Before crime can start get to the hand, the first thing have to start drop down is the witness. Because a witness solve case and a witness tip off man. So you have to first demonize the witness. And demonize people who pass information. Once informer of the dead became ingrained in the Jamaican mind, and becoming an informer was worse than being a gunman, it was all roads lead to disaster. You know, hit the dislike button yet? Vultures squad could never. How can informer of the dead be allowed under the guise of quote unquote art and entertainment? But artists have to apologize and stop singing songs that are considered anti-Semitic and homophobic. So why doesn't art and entertainment cover the same anti-Semitism and the same homophobic lyrics? Why isn't that protected by art? Why isn't that considered just entertainment and just words? This is the greatest example of the system at work. The DJ themselves censor when it comes on to anti-Semitism, homophobia. But when it comes on to the Mali, when it comes on to running at the church and running at the mosque and running at the temple, go kill the bubble. When it comes on to kill the granny and wipe out the whole family, there is no self-censorship. Them say, I am just pushing my art. And you fight against to get a youth, you know, want him drive on Beamer. You see that and think, that's one of them things there. That's my problem. I don't see the big deal. The only big deal you see is the one that KFC sell you. Cause you live your life day by day. You have no plan, no medium or long-term goals. And even if you set those goals, you don't stick to them. So it's hard for you to comprehend that people can sit down and plan something where they won't even be alive to see come to pass. That don't make sense to you, does it? I'm talking about the system. I'm talking about the real system, the machine. The one that is endured for centuries. Vybz, Barabas, the wannabe Bakra is a puppet of the system. Just like your favorite rappers them in the Uncle Sam place. Check out Curious One.
Hip hop was about breaking, seeing graffiti or DJing, knowledge, and overstep. We already established this. No airplay, no airtime, nothing. What we gonna promote? Bitches and hoes. That's what we gonna deal with over here. So now everybody says, hip hop is this now.
That's the culture.
As this is the culture. Colonialism, if we may bring this word now into the conversation. Colonialism has a tactic of taking the criminal element of a society and exalting it as the leadership. And this is how all cultures, how they did us as they came in. So you, in any city, any state that is colonized, they don't take the king or the queen of the culture and exalt them because you colonizing their land, you taking what they got. They'll take the one who is the lowest level of your culture, disgruntled, can't follow principles, don't care about history, and bless them. And bring them up before the people.
Now that blessing only matters if those people admire or value said blessing.
Yes.
Outside of admire said foundation.
Yes, but the foundation is still the truth. Now, because you went with the lie, and the lie looks good, the lie is paying. The lie is giving you prestige. You getting popularity on the lie. Yeah. There's only one place that lie can take you. One place, and that's to your self-destruction.
When me drop some video, people say, look each other, but the same thing we realize in another country. I think we realize it's not Trinidad and we realize in the Bahamas. How come I the same thing? Because the people them we are open can see it. These people become all the superstar, the flashy this and the flashy that. And then the normal youth look up on Idolizing and say, that's how me want to be too. Check the black community, every youth want to be DJ, or play sports or badness. That's it. Barabas or one Dan if I know him at Teshamila. Top Dodos, top Zeeks, that is who the youths want to be. Top. Of all the Jamaicans, they can say top. That's who them pick. And you're telling me these people are not death and destruction agents? Buju Banton never had to apologize for that. Nobody said, hey, you can't say that because when they talk about Zeeks and they say it's art. But he went on his knees and said, oh, I can't say boom bye anymore because people got hurt. How much people Zeeks hurt, Buju? Since you care about hurt, DJ guy, how much people Zeeks hurt? How much people Dodos hurt? Went into business about hurt. Are you a hurt bender? About hurt. Now I sing boom bye call man hurt. You business about nobody hurt. But when them boss tell them, say, hey boy, what you do? Don't forget the place. No. Sorry daddy. I'm not saying Chichi man again here. Or I'm a boss. Clowns, puppets. It is simply statistically unlikely that the majority of these popular artists just so happen to create the same type of art. They're all singing about the same thing in just different words, different ways, but the same thing. They create art, but all the art sounds alike. That's interesting. If the actual system, the real system, was against Barabas, the definition of custodian class wouldn't have been his defense lawyer. His lead attorney was Tam Tavares Finson. Now, whatever you consider to be the custodian class, Tam Tavares Finson fit in it. So you're saying that the system, whatever the system is, you're saying that's against Barabas, but Tam Tavares Finson was his lead attorney? He could have run to anybody for help. He ran to the person who looked the closest to where him want the bleaching cream bring him to. When he ran in cream to get white out, he ran right to the person who looked the closest to that. He ran to somebody that is the quintessential example of the custodian class. He don't get no more custodian class than Tam Tavares Finson. Lawmaker, senator, big wig. Walk around talking about out of many one people knowing damn well ain't nothing fair and square in the Iron Man. And he gets certain perks and privileges that people like Tanto Blacks will never get. And then tell us the Iron Man is some kind of cut the crap. That's who he went to. So the system is against him. The system is against him. And it's Tam Tavares. You think Tam Tavares Finson need background money? You think Tam Tavares Finson need Vybz background money? You think Tam Tavares Finson. So the system is going to sink him. Right? The system is against him. And Tam Tavares Finson is who was the lead attorney. Even when I'm telling you, these people don't believe in critical thinking. That doesn't add up. Not only was his lead attorney Tam Tavares Finson, but he was given a cheat code that even the judges were ignorant to. He was given a cheat code when they realized that they can't remember the that Vladimir murder, you know. Him done, you know. He's going down. Oh, don't worry, Barabas, because we write the laws. Right? You just hear last name and know where man come from. You just hear name and things, the man just walk around and reach them reach. A bloodline and links run Iron Man, you know. You better check the history. And them know how law work and how law run. All for the judges, them study much hundreds of years in a school. Don't know the law like the people them who really right, behind this thing. We tell about custodian class. The custodian class is second only to daddy. P.J. Patterson wrote that statement, that big letter and clear. You know what I'm saying? Even the judges were ignorant to it. Somebody should have pointed it out to them. Barabas' case is unprecedented. Show me 5 in 60 years of being a so-called independent nation. Show me 5 more cases where somebody, the jury member, tried to get a not guilty and the person who would have benefited from the tampering end up get the conviction overturned and then them legal fees paid for. Show me 5 more cases. When P.J. Patterson talk about the similar case, it wasn't like for like. It wasn't like for like. In that case, no jury member tried to bribe nobody. This is unprecedented. The machine pulled out all the stops to save Barabas. They knew down the road this to come back and benefit them. That is why I said Paula Llewellyn right, did not sign off on this, but she made them walk her down that path. Because she agreed for the case continue. When the law, daddy said, when that happened, the case have to stop. They made us say, Paula Llewellyn must show the case true, she won't fight against Barabas, but them hate her then and they hate her now and they will forever hate her, so might as well she get hated and at least win. They lost. Make we see Barabas get free fully. Rest assured, Tam Tavares them won. That little battle, we're going to see them going to win the war, but that battle, they won it. They won it by deception and craft. Which oppressed ghetto youth guess this must be allowed? Everyone get up, they must try to fight against the ghetto. Which oppressed ghetto youth get them type of bail out here? Big letter come down, privy council, right? Now papers, the king orders this and that. Which oppressed ghetto youth just to get so much reward? Which oppressed ghetto youth tamper with their own jury, get conviction overturned, and then get them legal fees paid for? Which system you know will fight against someone do that? The system ain't fighting against Barabas. The system is doing everything to save Barabas. A film puppet. Reason number 754 why Sheep Nation is slower than a slug. Them say them lock up Barabas, she don't want to stop in music. Barabas music get stopped. From Barabas to jail till no song a drop. Barabas all of the interview from jail. Barabas step on Instagram more than me. Barabas step on Instagram more than me. Barabas on social media more than people on the road. You think this all-powerful system want to stop Barabas and make song? And him just slip past it from his jail cell? I tell you, say, we don't believe in that critical thinking. Lock him up to stop his music. Nothing has been stopped. He put out the same hits them for man dead from prison. And from prison him still make more family them dead. I put more. Same music job, interview job, promo him, song them, everything like normal. Sheep Nation can only group up and make noise. Barabas, when I dropped the album there, the album was like 7th or 6th. Remember the album there? The one that Sharp Snake did produce some song for, remember that? Quote unquote Sharp Snake produce. How can the biggest artist drop album and I got 6th and 7th on the charts? This is all noise. Hype and noise. If they shout something loud enough, then people accept it as fact. Sheep Nation and Barabas is all noise, no substance. Barabas cannot outperform a man who's been dead decades. If him drop an album, it will come like 3rd or 4th on the charts behind somebody were dead before no phone all listen this barn. Barabas fan base, they on Sheen, they on Fashion Over, they on Amazon. I spend money like Bill Gates and they will not buy an album for $7.99 or whatever amount it cost. It's all noise. It doesn't add up. This is an empty shell, an empty barrel. Let's not be a noise. There's no substance behind it. This is why I'm still here. Sheep can only make noise. Barabas might have a large fan base, but that fan base brain is empty. Can only make noise. There's no substance here. Barabas album they like 5th on the reggae charts. Not even the real Billboard charts. Not the full Billboard charts. No. Like the reggae charts. 5th and 6th on them something there. Them bankyard now work for buy one album, but the bankyard work for buy everything off a Sheen. And the latest iPhone. Barabas, it's just noise, dog. Anybody notice from me tell I expect back a man say, yo, go do one more interview and talk about the PIA. I'm gonna drop the video about the Palmer sprat them. AP and JP. You notice him tour done? Like him boss call him. I know that one they reach right in a Barabas cell. Barabas know what AP and JP mean now, but he know the Palmer freak sprat them mean. When you see Barabas move from jail to jail and jail because he and somebody in a jail fall out and them a go kill him. When Barabas they make more from them dead up more when the whole sticker rhymes back and forth madness. Them do everything to keep Barabas alive, you know. Move over that cellar, move over here so put him in the moon section over here so then when that no work, man then they move go on next prison or they move the man they want to kill him. They've done everything to save Barabas. Barabas can't win a fight against a 7th grade schoolboy. And money Barabas use and payment for this and payment for that. And when him do it, then the government only claims to fight against him, move him for his own protection. These are facts. Why not just let him make the man and stand up and kill him? Since they hate him so much. Again, you don't believe in logic, do you? These modern day scribes and Pharisees have screwed over Ironman once again. And by the way, who were the scribes and Pharisees? Look on your screen. In the 1st century, scribes and Pharisees were two largely distinct groups. Though presumably some scribes were also Pharisees. Scribes had knowledge of the law and could draft legal documents. Every village had at least one scribe. So basically they were legal experts. Sound familiar? Nothing has changed. the more things changes, the more they stay the same. These scribes and Pharisees were the main critics of Yeshua. The name which throughout time have become Jesus, Jesus. Legal experts were his main rivals. Think about that. Somebody who would have said love your neighbor as yourself. Somebody who would have healed the sick and all them things there. Legal experts were his number one rivals. And I'm skin like ticks. You don't have to believe in this or believe in that. The message still stands. The legal experts, the privy council of the time, were against somebody who did not say, love your neighbor as yourself, and did not heal the sick, and did not make man cure all blind, whatever it was. Think about it. If you're Muslim, you can see similar stories in the Quran. Anytime somebody come around and start saying, you know, say this and that for them, here they go. The legal experts, the privy council of the time, all they did was try and undo what actually will help the people. I don't care, this is what I'm looking at it. I don't care if you heal the sick. The law say you need to do this and do that. The scribes and the Pharisees, they're still here today. Yard and abroad, from the privy council to Ice Rock Backerman, Bert Samuels and the Aquarium Squad, Tom Tavares, Finns, modern day scribes and Pharisees. When the laws that would actually benefit the people them to come in and fight against them and say, yo, we don't want that because that is draconian. But when they get hurt, they say, yo, you know what we need to do? Ban all man from bite back. Isn't that draconian? So the scribes and the Pharisees do not care about results. They don't care about outcomes. They don't care about logic. They don't care about what is fair. They don't care about what is just, even though they claim to be the justice system. They only care about this allegedly infallible beast known as the law. When the abolitionists in Britain argued that it was barbaric for own a human, the pro-slavers said, hey, that is the law, guy. The law says okay. Remember, it was legal to own a slave. No laws were broken. And when it became time to end slavery on paper, the law then compensated Bakra and not the slave. When somebody questioned something and you respond and said what the law said, that is a stupid response because the law said that when slavery done, a Bakra must get compensated for losing his property, not the person who was being whipped and shackled. So you know the law don't care about justice or logic or fairness. Neither do the scribes and the Pharisees. How can a freak sprat tamper with his own jury and then get his conviction overturned and his legal fees paid? Because it doesn't matter who him kill. It's the law. And the law said it should have been done, yeah. So the law is more important. The paperwork side is more important than the dead body. Just like that is what the scribes and Pharisees had against Yeshua. I don't care if that person did blind Monday, but Tuesday them can see. The law said you know to do this past this time. So the results don't matter. The deed don't matter. It's just the law. This is the system you want me to have reverence for? The Privy Council, the British scribes and Pharisees, saw that a jury was tampered with by Barabas' side because I'm not guilty, my brother, them to say, and then overturned the conviction. And the only reason they don't throw out the case completely is because it would have been a shambolic decision that them would have got to live with that forever, because they would have turned over a case. They would have cancelled a case that is so clear-cut murder that then would have no credibility. So them threw it back on Ironman. So when them did them say, listen, we will turn over the conviction and they make only decide if him go road. Because if them did say make him go road, they would have no credibility anywhere in the Commonwealth amongst any other country. Because this case is clear-cut. So what them do? Them throw it back to Ironman. Because clearly there's a case to answer. There's a case we answer here, so the evidence is overwhelming. But the jury tamper, so wouldn't deal with it. That's the real system at work. And then the real system said the Jamaican taxpayer must cover the bill. And then the ignorant Jamaican clap them hand and say, yes, the system works. When people say I take somebody for fool, you know Jamaicans say I take man for fool. Maybe you are a fool. If I can say that, people say them people you take for fool. Maybe you are a fool. Because only a fool that celebrate. Right, hearing a foreign country for order the Jamaican taxpayer to pay somebody who brag every day how rich them is. Extraordinary. Why would the real system, when you say the system hate black people, right? Why would the system be against the man who made skin bleaching mainstream? Are you saying the system want black people to have high self-esteem? You're saying the system is against acidity and degeneracy and public debauchery? That's what you're saying. The system is against that? The system wants less of that in Jamaica? That's what you're saying? Because that's what your favorite artists stand for. 95% of your content is that. But what you do is you sift through and find the minority, the few little exceptions, and say, look on that one positive, they want to uplift the youth. So by your logic, since a 2, 3, 4 song they uplift and positive, then the 900 song them were negative, then they don't have no effect. No dog, those words. Silly, silly, silly. Silly Billy. Why would the system want less Gen Z Jezebels? Why would it want less single parent homes? Why would it want less when you say it hate the people and hate the youths? It's not making no sense. If Jada Kingdom did say only anti-Semites make me drop panty, she would have been cancelled by a morning. You never hear from her again. If Gen Z Jezebel, self-proclaimed Gen Z Jezebel, Jada Kingdom did say only anti-Semites make me drop panty, she would have been cancelled by a morning and you would never hear from her again. These are agents of death. They are very popular and they use their talents to draw in the masses. Draw in their pitney them. They don't want to be like their teachers, they want to be like these bozos. And when them see them buy the chain and them say, boy, I see this is further sign that is what I should be like. Let me explain something to you. Dancehall is always have a quote unquote slack element to it. But Barabas took that to a whole different level. Vybz Barabas paved the way even for the Sprat community. No for the little freak Sprat them used to hide in some place around some only after Barabas. Vybz Barabas did more for the Sprat community than J-Flag. The system gave him the loophole. They must have the dummy vlog him on a murder now. Hi guys, it's me Barabas. Today we're gonna kill Lizard. Alright, look man, this we're gonna use claim. Oh, you can use this like him, but don't make it catch me. He vlogged this murder. And the system still give him a way out. It's their puppet. Remember, C4 in a court tell him about Barabas. I ain't not go nowhere. C4 told him in a court about Barabas and just dead on the spot this so. It's not adding up. Does that sound like an oppressed to get to you to the system I fight against? What system? Who is the system? I still not get it. The masses are as brainless now as they were on the plantation. Only the few could see through backers games. Only the few said I'd rather die on yonder gallows than stay up on the plantation. Only the few. The crowd don't change nothing. All the crowd are made nice. It's always been a man or a woman or a small group, right? With light a flame and then it spread like fire. The masses are the last to know. So when you see the masses I jump up and I go and shut me and say, everybody has a free Barabas. Understand this. It is written a prophet is never adored in his hometown. They were given the choice. Who do you want? That brother over here, so? We say, love your neighbor as yourself. Or that brother over here, so? And the crowd say, give us Barabas. Nothing has changed. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know more life. Vulture squad, stay circling. Blessed.